Okay, so today we're going to learn about the area of a triangle, which is 11.5 in our textbook. Now, when we're looking for the area of a triangle, some of the things we need to keep in mind. The area of a triangle is actually exactly half of the area of a rectangle, and that will give us some clue as to trying to remember what the formula is for the area of a triangle. Now, when we're looking at the area of a rectangle, the formula for that is length times width. Or, in other words, you can look at it as the base of the rectangle times the height of the rectangle. Now, that gives you a clue as to what the formula for the area of a triangle might be. So, for the area of a rectangle, you multiply the bottom of the rectangle by the height of the rectangle. But because the triangle is half of a rectangle, then we actually have to halve that. So the formula for the area of a triangle is, I'm just going to put area of a triangle equals, it's actually base times height divided by 2. Because we multiply the base times the height, but if we left it at that, it would actually be the area of the rectangle. So we need to divide it by 2 to get the area of the triangle. Another way of writing this is half base height, and the B and the H next to each other like that just means that you multiply them together. But for our purposes, I would like us to use this formula, which means the same thing, it's just a bit easier to work out. Base times height divided by 2. Alright, so when we are looking at the base and the height, so what is the base and what is the height? If you think of it like a mountain, the bottom of the mountain is like the base of the triangle, and then you've got the sides of the triangle. Okay, so the base is the bottom, and the height is actually the top of the mountain. Alright, so when we're working that out with the triangle, we have to measure it right from the vertex of the triangle opposite the base. So from the vertex down to the base is the height of the triangle. Now we need to make sure that the height is perpendicular to the base. So perpendicular means that it's 90 degrees. So a right angle to the base of the triangle. Now if we have a look at the diagrams down the bottom here, and you can read the notes there that any side of the triangle can be the base, but like I said, the height must be perpendicular. So you can see on the first triangle here, the base is the left hand side, and the height goes from the base to the vertex here. Alright, but the one thing to look out for is that we have the perpendicular symbol. Alright, so it would look like that. So you would have the perpendicular symbol showing that that is the height perpendicular to the base. So at right angles to the base. So the second one here, you would have the perpendicular symbol there. So that would give you the idea that this is the height at right angles to the base. Okay, and if this side was the base, you wanted to call it the base, then this would be the height. So we're going from the vertex down to the base. And you would have the perpendicular symbol there. Okay, so it's really important to remember that as well. When we are doing this, some of the triangles you won't actually be able to join the base to the vertex without doing something else. So you need to draw dotted lines to represent the height. So you can see this triangle here, this way. Alright, the vertex is here. If you draw a straight line down at right angles to the base, it won't actually be any part of the triangle. However, what we do is we just draw the dotted lines out from the base and intersecting with the vertex, and then that would make it perpendicular to the base. Okay, and that is the height you must measure. Okay, let's have a go at some of these examples. So remembering the formula for the area of a triangle. So the area of a triangle equals, whoops, that was an A. A triangle equals base times height divided by 2. Now you must write the formula in every time. You will get extra marks for that. Okay, so make sure you are showing me that you know what the formula is. So the area of a triangle equals base times height divided by 2. Make sure you have your equal signs underneath each other. Okay, so for this one here above us, you can see that this is the base because we have this as the height perpendicular to the base. So the base is 12 centimeters, so we're multiplying 12 by 5. But then we've got to divide that by 2. Don't forget to do that. So it's 12 5s are 60 divided by 2, and that equals 30 centimeters. And because it's area, it's always in square units. Remember we learnt that last time with the area of a rectangle. So make sure when you write the answer, you are writing it in square units. So whether it be centimeters squared, meters squared, kilometers squared, whatever it is. In this next case, it would be millimeters squared. So you need to make sure that you write that as the answer. Okay, area of a triangle equals base times height divided by 2. And in this case, we have the base is the 3 millimeters, and the height, you can see you had to draw the dotted lines out there because the vertex was not, wouldn't connect with the base inside the triangle, so we had to draw it outside the triangle. Okay, so we've got the base is 3 millimeters times 2 divided by 2. So that's 6 divided by 2. And 6 divided by 2 is 3 millimeters squared. All right. Hopefully you've got that. I'm going to give you a couple of examples now that for you to do. Now, these are a bit more problem-solving examples. I want you to get used to doing these sorts of things by applying what you know. So this square pyramid has a base of 120 meters and a triangular face of height of 80 meters. Find the area of one triangular face. So you only need to find the area of one of the faces. So really we just need to work this out as an area of a triangle. If you needed to work out more of the other faces, then you would need to multiply that area by however many faces you needed to work out. But this is pretty straightforward here. So go ahead and do that. Pause the video while you do that, and then I'll do the answer. Okay, remembering to put area of a triangle equals base times height divided by 2. Equal signs underneath each other. The base is 120 times 80. Okay, so that's, oops, forgot divided by 2. Nearly forgot. Alright, so 120 divided by times by 80, 960 divided by 2. And I'll have to do some maths. So that'll be 480 meters squared. And that should be the answer that you got. Okay, one more. Now for this one, a farmer uses fencing to divide a triangular block. of land into two smaller triangles. What is the difference in the two areas? So you need to find out what the difference between this one and this one is. See if you can figure out what you need to do. Okay, I hope you pause the video and worked it out yourself. You should have figured out that you need to actually find the area of each of the triangles and then take them away from each other to find the difference. So difference means subtract. So therefore you needed to subtract one area from the other to find the difference between the two areas. So I'll draw a line down the center here so I can do area 1. So number 1, and I'll do number 2 here. Alright, so we've got area of a triangle equals base times height divided by 2. Okay, so I'm going to do that area 1. So the base is 18 meters and the height is 40. Divided by 2, 760 divided by 2, and that's 380 meters squared. Alright, so that's area 1. Now we need to work out area 2. Area of a triangle equals 26 times 40. Right, so it's 1040 divided by 2 equals 520 meters squared. Right, it's not over yet. We still have to take one away from the other. So we've got the larger one, which is 520, the second area. Take 380 away from the 520. So put a little line down here as well. So 520 take away 380 equals 140 meters squared. Therefore, it's 140 meters squared, the difference. Okay, hopefully you were able to work that out by yourself, and we'll look at more of these in class.